Hey guys, Tempe here, and I'm joined this evening with Munch, one of our new EGL casters. Say hi, Munch.
Hello. How's it going?
Yes. We are we are spectating a challenger game, and we're following Signor Razaro this time, and he's on the red team with as Headhunter Rengar. With him is Dux Steve on Lissandra, Ginsu on Spirit Guard Utyr, Isuba Rikatan, Zillion and Dragonborn Hosan on Dragonwing Corki. Tell us what we have on the blue team.
Okay, on the blue team we do have CW Shook on Lee Sin. He'll be in the jungle. We have Kassadin mid, Augusto Pinochet. Well, yeah, something like that. Refuse Wixie on Thresh. He'll be playing support. We've got Ezreal in the AD carry spot with GOTK Exile. Exile? I think that's Exile. And we've got Sonny on the Nidalee mid lane. No, Nidalee top. I don't know when it is. Yeah, mid lane.
Probably they're. If it's Kassadin in the mid, it's definitely French main Nidalee.
Top, sorry, Nidalee top. I was confused because on my minimap at the time, Lee Sin was in the top lane.
So who do you think will win the lane matchup, or considering that I'm still waiting to join into the game? In the middle, it will be probably what? Kassadin versus Lissandra?
Kassadin versus Lissandra. I think it depends how well the Kassadin plays it. If he can play it relatively safe and sort of stall it out until the middle game, then he's got a good chance of becoming really strong. But one thing some Kassadins is quite easy to do on Kassadin is to fall behind in the early game, because don't really have that strong of an early game because you are that melee caster. You have to go in for the last hits with your melee attacks. You can quite often fall behind in the early game, and that can really hurt you in the late game. So we'll have to see how well the caster plays it to see who wins the actual lane.
Okay, so the red team did take the dragon. I'm just scrolling over because we are 7 minutes into the game. One question, Munch: are you a play-by-play or a color caster?
Play-by-play.
Okay, then you are going to definitely then take the lead. Go on.
Okay. So far in the game, are you at 8 minutes and 7 seconds?
8 minutes and, just give me a second, 9, 10, yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So far in the game, we've had 4 kills to the blue team and 3 kills to the purple team. Kassadin getting a little bit behind in the mid lane. He did get ganked by Udyr earlier on. What happened was, I was actually watching at that stage. I think Kassadin might have DC'd actually.
Yep,
yeah,
he did.
Close on, nearly died to Lissandra. I think Lissandra being quite honourable there. I think she could have got an auto attack off to finish it, but she didn't.
That's rare. That really is rare.
Very honourable of her. In the bot lane, there was a 2v2 that went off. Corki did manage to get a really nice first blood onto Ezreal. He managed to barrier on about 10 HP and turned around and got the kill on Corki, and then Thresh picked up a kill. Corki got the kill onto Ezreal, and then Thresh turned around and picked up the kill on Corki. So that was a 1-for-1 down bot. While that was happening, Spirit Guard Udyr came and ganked the mid lane, and Kassadin ended up dying to that one. So Lissandra is already pulling a bit ahead in the mid lane. She is 27 farm ahead, and she does have that assist as well. A little bit unfair because Kassadin has DC'd, so obviously he's going to fall back.
Yeah, he's still having issues as well with his reconnect.
But looks like Rengar and Udyr are just going to be pushing up in the top. Lissandra is coming in the bot lane though. She knows that there's 2 tops. She knows that Lee Sin is going to have to come and help up at top. So while she knows Lee Sin has to go up top, she's going to come down for the bot gank, and it looks like they might be going for a turret dive here. Corki's just going to be pushing this so the minions come under the tower. Udyr and Rengar are just going to be able to push that top tower down. There's not really anything anyone can do about that. And it looks like Lissandra is going to back off from the bot lane. They're not going to go for the dive as of yet. She might come back for that later, but they do get the tower in the top lane. So that's another 150 gold for every player on the purple team. Purple team already 1,500 gold ahead, and we're only 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, so. Well, the blue team's playing currently without that extra champion as Thresh.
Yeah, obviously that is quite a big disadvantage. Like, for example there, Lissandra can come and sort of camp bot for a little bit, and she did stay there for quite a while. Corki is actually going to go down there. Sorry, I got caught up talking. Corki does go down. Zillion not using the ultimate there.
He did
Oh,
use
I
ultimate,
think
but
he did use the ultimate, but he used it too early, and then
yes, that's what I was saying. He did use his ultimate, but it was too early. And Hosan being Hosan, because this is Dragonborn Hosan, the pro player from LCS first part of the third season, just did what he does best. Go all man mode, charge in and hope for the best, or actually hope that his support can follow him in.
Rengar just jumping in and absolutely doing what he does best, one-shotting an AD carry. He's going to jump in on Thresh as well, does get the ignite down, and he throws the snare for the kill.
That was a 300 gold bounty, bounty on Thresh.
Yeah, Thresh already on 3 kills with 1 assist as well, so really, really nice double kill for Rengar there. Really going to be getting quite a lot of gold out of that. Lee Sin trying to land the Sonic Wave onto Udi there, trying to chase it up, but not going to be able to land that.
Minute and a half till Dragon.
Minute and a half till Dragon, correct. So, how do you reckon? Who do you reckon in the team fight phase? Which team do you reckon looks stronger?
At the moment, looking at the scoreboard, it's 5-5 and only 2,000 gold difference, with 1-0 in turrets in favor of the red team, and 1 dragon in their favor as well. Red team because they have 2 major items completed, and that is the Spirit of the Ancient Golem and Abyssal Scepter. So with those 2 at the moment in this early stage of the game done, they can turn the tides in the early team fights, especially around the dragon. Then again, Nidalee has that Chuck. She has that powerful spear of hers, and if she can land 2 in a row, she can probably deal significant damage to either force the player back or kill them.
Yeah, that's one of the dangerous things about AP Nidalee is you don't actually have to have very much AP at all. If you can get a max range spear, you're gonna half health the AD carry, even with just that Seeker's Arm Guard and the Doran's Ring. If she manages to get a full range spear onto Corki, she's gonna do absolutely loads of damage to him, and it could this early in the game, half healthing someone at the start of a fight can decide the entire fight. So
it really can. As I was saying to another play-by-play caster of mine, this 13-minute marker till about 25th minute marker is where things can change for the game, where a lot of upturns and upsets happen.
Yeah, it's quite often it's down to as well, a lot of items can be finished at this sort of time. Like 13 minutes is kind of a average kind of time for, like, both AD carries currently have a phage, but they'll both be sort of fairly close to getting onto their second item. So Cookie is going to pick up a kill onto the Thresh there. Lissandra getting an excellent Ring of Frost down. And
Kassadin has returned.
Pardon?
Kassadin has returned.
Yeah, he has. Ezreal trying to get the steal there with his ultimate onto the dragon, but not going to be able to pick that up. Udyr just get the smite down.
And he was just helping.
Yeah, he ended up helping them best it down, but there's going to be a dragon for the red team, and looks like they're going to dive Ezreal. Don't know if this is wise necessarily. They could just take the tower and then possibly kill him after, but they are going to get it. I don't think either of them are going to go down. Zillion getting very low though, but he does have his ultimate up. Ezreal going to use his barrier, but Corki's just going to finish that off with a Rocket Barrage. He's going to finish this tower. Sorry, Missile Barrage. Just going to finish that tower, but Lee Sin does get onto him. Barrier goes down. The Zillion speeding him up, but it's not going to be enough. And Zillion now in a really bad spot. He doesn't have any mana at all to get away. And Kassadin not going to be able to pick up that kill. Lee Sin does actually pick up the kill in the end. So that's a double kill for Lee Sin. Lee Sin really getting back in the game now. And
71 CS difference.
What did you say, sorry?
71 CS difference in the mid lane.
Yeah, really unfortunate for the Kassadin. What
Indeed.
with him DCing early, he's in a really, really bad situation. So
I'm actually surprised that Nidalee is 10 CS below Rengar in that top lane, considering that after level 6 she can just easily clear the waves with her swipe and pounce.
Yeah, not to mention also, she can sort of, if she plays it well, she can sort of keep Rengar out of the bushes as well. Because those spears do so much damage, she has to focus on not getting hit by those.
Indeed,
so
and her traps.
Exactly, yeah, as well.
Her
traps
bushwhack.
giving her vision in the bushes. With all the vision, with the poke as well, she almost counters Rengar. I wouldn't call it a hard counter, but she can.
She's a soft
really
counter, but Rengar's.
Ezreal does use his ult, it hits Dragonborn, and Corki is going to go down, but Thresh does go down as well. Udyr now coming onto the Ezreal. It's not looking good for Ezreal here. Red buff is down onto Ezreal, so I don't think he's going to be able to get away. The bear stun does go down. That's Ezreal's E to flash away, but it's not going to be enough. Lee Sin now coming up to try and pick off the kills, but he does miss the Sonic Wave, and I think Udyr is just going to be able to get away from this one. He is going to use his laugh emote. A little bit rude, but never mind. And Zilean just going to get away on a sliver of health, and now Udyr is going to be able to pick up the kill onto Lee Sin. I don't think he's going to be able to get out of that. No, he isn't.
That was a shutdown.
And that is another kill for Udyr. Lee Sin going a little bit too reckless there, diving in onto the Zilean.
He actually, even though that recklessness would have paid off if he just gotten one more auto attack or cripple. Ooh, Rengar going down.
Kassadin just jumping in and just one-shotting someone, as always. But Rengar was already very low, so. Thresh getting an absolutely excellent hook there. He does hook while Lissandra has the ultimate on him. Thresh using the lantern to get Ezreal in. And don't know if Thresh is going to be able to survive this fight. Ezreal might be able to kill it fast enough. Does miss the Q, but Thresh managing to dodge Lissandra's skill shot there.
Here comes
I
Hozan.
don't know what that one's called. I do need to work on my ability names. Ezreal using his... I should know that one.
True Shot Barrage.
True Shot Barrage. This is terrible, sorry about this.
It's okay, I struggle sometimes as well, it's fine.
Ezreal's a champion I play as well, I know all the names of his moves, I'm just... absolute brain fart.
While that was all happening, we had Lissandra pushing out middle, so that was the second turret for the red team. Now they drop the bottom turret, so they have all the outer turrets of the blue team down, while on top we had Lee Sin or actually Kassadin and Nidalee pushing that first turret of the blue team. So they have the 3-1 situation happening in turrets right now in favor of the red team. They are up ahead in 1 kill and about 5,000 gold.
So purple team really getting the edge here, but obviously blue team is at that disadvantage because the Kassadin did DC early in the game, so it's starting to fall behind. And like I said earlier in the game, the Kassadin needing to sort of play it safe in that early game. Obviously he hasn't been dying much because he wasn't there, but he obviously fell really far behind, and it's important for Kassadin to get to that mid-game peak. And it's like, if you've been watching the Worlds,
I have.
When you see Expeke, he gets the tier of the goddess and he gets his catalyst. That's when he starts to power spike. Kassadin's going to be... It's quite hard for Kassadin to get to that point when he's been AFK this long. Udyr going to turn around on the Lee Sin, does manage to get a kill. Thresh trying to get the play off. Ezreal picking off Lee Sin with the True Shot Barrage. Going to be able to get Corki as well. Corki does go down. Lissandra, don't know if she's going to be able to get out. Don't know if she has her Doom Claw. Oh, she does get the Q off though to kill Kassadin. But Ezreal able to pick up the triple kill there. But purple team, while that fight's going down, Rengar and Zilean pushing the top lane. And Nidalee not really able to do anything about these two pushing on her own. She will be able to defend that inhibitor tower, but she wasn't able to get that second tier tower.
That spear. Zilean nicely dodging that spear. We have Locket of Iron Solar picked up by Udyr after this fight. Also, we have Trinity Force done by both AD carries on both teams. And because, as we've seen, Kassadin being DC'd for so long, he was forced to buy Magi's just to get a bit of ability power.
And obviously, Magi's been such a risky item.
It is.
You either, it goes one of two ways. Either you've wasted your money, or you snowball hard.
Yeah, and he is hoping to snowball. He did just die a second time. First time with Magi's. So I guess he's hoping to get a lot of assists and random kills if he's positioning better. If he's been watching the World and watching Expeke, he should know how to position himself as a Kassadin.
Udyr going to be coming in for the side here. He's trying to defend this tower. Don't know if he's gone in a little bit early. There are still 4 blue players here. But Corki's going to be going in as well. Zilean trying to get the time bombs down. Lee Sin getting caught out of it. It gets really low. The ignite has gone down and the time bomb might finish him off. No, he does go down to the ignite. So Rengar picking up a kill there. The Zilean ultimate already used on Corki, so he does go down to the True Shot Barrage. Excellent shot there by Ezreal. He does hit 4 players with that True Shot Barrage.
He's unstoppable.
He is unstoppable. He's already 744 with 120 CS. That is an incredible score. Corki dying 7 times this game already, so...
Well, it's a fashion of true Hozan from Dragonborns. So he will die a lot, but he'll also make the plays and...
Yeah, exactly. he has died 7 times, but he does have 5 kills and 5 assists, so he's by no means just speedy. He is also making plays. So Lissandra possibly going to be able to get this kill. She does get it with the Ring of Frost. Udyr getting really low though. He might go down to the Nidalee. He does flash out of that and get away, but Kassadin jumps in with the Void Sphere, but Udyr just gets away, but Zilean is going to go down. Zilean managing to get a kill onto the Kassadin. Ezreal getting a double kill there.
He clocked out Kassadin.
Okay, sorry, I missed part of what happened there. But,
it's okay. Yeah, Zilean clocked Kassadin and he clocked out.
To get the time bomb before he died.
Yeah.
And that is a 2 for 2 trade, I think it was.
2 for 2 trade because Udyr did survive with no health whatsoever because of the rewind, or actually the speed from Zilean and flash.
It flashed away from a True Shot Barrage.
And we just see a major item built by Rengar, and that is the Hydra, Ravenous Hydra. So he will be doing more damage, tons of it, and a lot of it will be splash.
Oh, excellent burst there by the blue team, but Udyr is going to manage to smite that away. Lee Sin getting really low there. Luckily, well, not luckily, able to get out of that with his safeguard. So, really good attempt of trying to steal that dragon though. They do have the execute from the Sonic Wave and Resonating Strike, and they had the True Shot Barrage and the, I can't remember what his Q's called. True Shot Barrage and the Mystic Shot going into the dragon, as well as Lee Sin's smite. So it was a really good attempt to steal the dragon, but
oh my lord.
Rengar, again, doing what Rengar does best, just comes in, stealths up to the Kassadin and one-shots him.
I think this was Claw-Claw-Bite.
This was what, sorry?
Claw-Claw-Bite in a true cat form.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm making bad puns. I apologize.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry. That went completely over my head. I didn't get that up.
It was that lame, I understand. Ooh.
I didn't realise it was a pun to begin with, that's why I was a bit... I was like... I thought I just hadn't understood. Yeah, I'm just gonna come back onto that Ravenous Hydra that Rengar has built. If he chooses to, with Purple Team getting this lead, Rengar, with the Ravenous Hydra, and especially with that Phage on top of it as well now, can split push like an absolute monster. Rengar, obviously already like world renowned for his split pushing ability with his Q. Bit of a fight going down. Lissandra does use her ult and said, Ezreal using the True Shot Barrage, but Lissandra managing to Zhonya's it immediately after her ult, so she does get out of that, still on over half HP, so really well played by the Lissandra. So really close engage there. Very impressed by the Purple Team not to have lost anyone in that little 3v4.
Yes, indeed, they are playing really good. Hosan could be getting caught there on his little Corki, and I like that skin that he has.
Not quite as good as Earth Rider Corki though.
No, nothing's as good as Earth Rider Corki. Unless it's a Baron, Red Baron Corki.
Oh, I don't know. It's a close one.
It's indeed. Let's leave it at that. It's a close.
So, blue team gonna be pushing up the mid here, possibly trying to play the siege game, just waiting for the
Needle is definitely hitting her.
The shield's going down and just getting some free hits. Actually tanking a few tower shots there. Rengar jumping in. He's gonna one-shot the Thresh. The Flay goes down. Thresh does manage to survive this. Kassadin goes down to the Rengar. True Shot Barrage goes down across 3 people, and Ezreal manages to pick up Corki. Kassadin and Rengar trading kills there with each other, and Lissandra getting out on 100 HP. So
it's
really
2 for 1, and the blue team picked up a turret.
And they also picked up a turret as well. So really good trade for the blue team. Starting to pull this game back. But they were 5,500 gold down at one point, and now they're only 3,000 gold down, or 3,500 gold down. So
3.5 gold.
Really good by the blue team to get back into this game.
Well, now that they're recalling and saving up, healing up, I'm just looking at the gold on every lane, and it's 2,000 gold difference, 2,200 gold difference in the top lane in favor of Rengar, and Corki just bought a Bloodthirster, so another major item being done at exactly the right amount of time that it should be. In the jungles we have 1,000 gold in favor of Udyr, so it's 6,600 to 7,400. Middle, 3,000 gold difference because of the DC that Kassadin had, but he is bouncing back into the game nicely.
Kassadin, regardless of that gold deficit, is playing incredibly well to stay in this game. He's not it's not like the enemy team can just ignore him. He is doing a lot of damage, and he is able to kill people, as he demonstrated when he killed that Rengar.
And the most impactful thing that is still keeping the blue team in this game and helping them change the course of a team fight is Ezra, who is sitting on 11,200 gold, 10-4-5 score, 189 CS, versus Corky's 9,000 gold. Overall 586 score.
Demonstrated in the fact he already has his last whisper. They're going for a very similar build, the Ezreal and the Corki, but the Ezreal is already an item ahead in that same build, so really, really pulling ahead, and it's showing in the team fights as well. His True Shot Barrage, he's managing to get it on 2+ targets every single team fight, and it's absolutely shredding the team. It's doing really, really well to do that much damage.
We'll have Nidalee getting a Zhonya's Hourglass really soon, and I'm seeing Cassidy going for Liandry's. He's on Haunting Giz at the moment, so that will help him with that penetration.
That's not an item you see very often on Cassidy. Team fight going down. The True Shot Barrage, again, like I said earlier, going across 4 people in that fight. Cassidy getting the silence onto Udyr. Udyr getting really low. Corki a little bit overextended here, does go down to half health. Rengar jumping in, and Nidalee managing to get the smear onto Udyr. Rengar got in, Zilean ultimate does go down. Corki getting the kill onto Thresh, and Lissandra getting the kill onto Ezreal. With Ezreal down, this might not be a good fight for the blue team. Cassidy coming round, I don't know if he's going to try and pick someone off, but he has been seen by the ward. Really dangerous. Cassidy void walking in for the kill onto Corki. Really well played there, and he does just manage to void walk straight out again. Rengar getting really low. Lee Sin going in, trying to get the kills. It is 3v2 hit. Cassidy coming back in. Nidalee getting the double kill there. Sonic Wave going down. Is he going to resonate strike after? He is. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the cripple. He does have his ultimate up, so he kicks him back, and Nidalee managing to pick up the triple kill. Excellent play by blue team there.
Cassidy played it really well because he rift walked over the wall and then flashed on Corki because Corki moved and then silenced him. And then rift walking out when Udyr and the rest of the team, Lissandra, showed up.
Really impressed. I agree, really impressed by that Cassidy play. And also, he was able to get out of that fight and then come back in again to help Nidalee get that triple kill. So really, really well played. Does rift walk after the Udyr, but not going a bit too greedy there. Corki is up and has that red buff, so he's just able to stop him. Corki missing a fairly important missile there. He could have got the kill on Lee Sin if he managed to hit that, but unfortunately going to miss that, and Lee Sin is going to be able to recall. Corki getting really aggressive here. He does manage to flash out of that, and Rengar comes in to help him finish off that kill onto Nidalee. True Shot Barrage goes down and finishes off the Corki. Ezreal, with these True Shot Barrages, really, really doing well.
I think he didn't miss any of it.
It might be something to do with that skin, but a bit of a bad situation for Lee Sin here. He's getting really low, does use the ultimate to get out. Don't know if he's going to be able to safeguard out to Ezreal. He's getting really low, no, he does end up going down. Ezreal obviously managing to get out of there with his Arcane Shift, sorry.
Rengar is definitely proving to be the famed hunter that he is. His targets are going down quite easily, especially since he only has items that he has, and he's sitting on 2,160 gold. So by the time he gets back, he'll just buy off the bat Trinity Force.
Yeah, Rengar doing really, really well. Absolutely, like when he manages to get on them, which he's managing to do almost every single team fight, he just one-shots either Ezreal, Cassidy, Thresh, whoever he wants to, basically. No one on the enemy team is really tanky enough at this stage. Possibly Lee Sin, but Lee Sin not really having very much armor at all. In fact, I don't know if in fact, he doesn't have any armor except for Runes of Mastery, so Rengar pretty much able to one-shot anyone on the other team, whoever he really chooses. So really, really dangerous for blue team.
Rengar picked up the Triforce as they trade off Baron for Dragon. So they picked up the first Baron of the game, and the blue team picked up Dragon. So not a huge even trade, but enough to keep the blue team still going, who tried to surrender vote, but failed, as it is 30 minutes into the game, 4-4 in turret, so they're dead even. Because the red team lost all their middle turrets up to the inhibitor. They did protect the inhibitor, and it's 3,000 gold, less than 3,000 gold difference in their favor as well, with one kill up ahead, so 24 to 25.
And even after all of this, about 10 minutes ago, I pointed out that there was a 3,500 gold difference. That gold difference is still exactly the same. Even after all of these skirmishes that have gone on, towers have gone down, barons have been had, the gold difference is still exactly the same. So purple team doing really well to maintain that lead, even though a lot of the blue team are playing really, really well. So really good play by both teams here. It's a very, very close game, and it's definitely not won by either team yet.
Well, it is a challenger ranked, so we are expecting high quality matches, or high quality match to be precise.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Nidalee picked up Rabadon instead of a Zhonya's with that needlessly large rod, and she picked up a blasting one, so I'm actually looking forward to see what she will build after, out of it. Maybe a Void Staff?
Possibly either a Void Staff or possibly even a late Archangels. Do you see that occasionally, where they think, if like, for example, if the Nidalee thinks that this game is going to go into the late game, definitely, then a late Archangels could still pay off. She could still get the stacks off to become a Seraph's Embrace, so we'll have to see what she does. I'd assume that it is going to be the Void Staff like you suggested though.
Udyr going for the Trinity Force as well, so it could be 3 Trinity Forces on the blue team. Actually, it will be 3 Trinity Forces on the blue team. And Lissandra finished off her Void Staff and picked up a Blasting Wand.
So Lissandra getting really scary at the minute. She is going to be able to... She's sort of at that point now where she can also one-shot someone. She can do her Claw in, Ring Frost, use her... I can never remember what her skill shot is called. Use her Ice Shard and then ult them and they'll just drop instantly. And then she can always Zhonya's. So she can jump into the middle of the enemy team, one-shot someone, and Zhonya's while her team catches up. With Rengar able to one-shot someone and Lissandra able to one-shot someone, if they play the team fight really, really well, it's very, very dangerous for the blue team.
Yes, the red team does have a really nice, good dive-in combo with Rengar and Lissandra, as you mentioned. Rengar's Thrill of the Hunt can easily position him behind Ezreal, pounce on him as Lissandra uses her Claw of Ice to get in close, and her Frozen Tomb.
Very, very dangerous composition. Blue team's composition much more oriented on sort of working as a team and help, like sort of not just defending each other, but going in together. So like Lee Sin, Kassadin, Ezreal, Nidalee, all 4 of those with some kind of either flash ability or leap or some kind of gap closer. So a very mobile team, very sort of skill orientated team fights. They have to position themselves well, and they have to be looking out for each other and peeling for each other to win these team fights.
Well, in all fairness, I think it's more centered around Nidalee. Centered around Nidalee and her and Ezreal with their poke. They're not a full poke composition, but they have that True Shot Barrage. They have that oh my god, Mystic Shot. So they can easily have that down with Nidalee's spears, while Lee Sin and Thresh will make the plays. So they'll dive in, do that.
Popping his on you straight away. True Shot Barrage does go down across those 3. Cork used his barrier, but he does go down. Udyr getting really low, gets kicked back into the team, and he does go straight down. Lee Sin flashing out of that there, getting really close. Kassadin gonna go down to the Rengar, gets in a really bad spot. Lissandra has got Zhonya's down, but she's gonna flash out, does go down to the Ezreal. And Nidalee getting really low, tanking 2 tower shots, but excellent spear by Nidalee, able to finish him off. That is 4 players down for the purple team. That is nearly an ace. Only Zilean is up, but I don't think Zilean's going to be able to do anything.
No, he has internet problems, as I'm seeing the chat. The game is not stable. But this is the second Nexus, and Nexus itself going down.
And that is going to be the Nexus. That's going to be GG.
And 100 gold difference. The game ends on 100 gold difference in favor. Actually, 200 gold difference in favor of the blue team. 6-4 in turrets. 2 kills difference. So it's 28 to 26, and only 34.5 minutes into it.
Really, really well played by the blue team. Kassadin being DC'd for 5 minutes right in the early game. Such a disadvantage to start off with. Still able to pick up that kill. Really well played too. I'd probably say Ezreal's definitely the MVP of this game. He was able to sort of snowball that early game and carry them through while Kassadin was DC'd and keep them in the game.
Just looking at the gold differentials before we end, it ended with 2,000 gold in favor of Ezreal, who was on 15,100, while Corki was on 13,000. almost dead even on the top lanes at this point. 12,200 on Nidalee, 12,900 on Rengar. Junglers, 100 gold difference. 9,100 Lee Sin, 9,200 Udyr, and Kassadin pulled not quite ahead, but got really close. He was only 3,000 gold behind Lissandra at this point. She's on 13,000 and he's on 10,300.
Kassadin definitely getting an honourable mention in that game. He was so far behind, and like I said earlier, managed to get back in the game. He wasn't just a sort of dead weight for his team. He was useful, and he was picking up kills, and he was a threat to the enemy team. He couldn't just be ignored.
Yes.
So really well played by Kassadin.
This was definitely an Arcane shift type of a game. It just shifted.
A lot of blinking from both Ezreal and Kassadin. A lot of carrying and a lot of really good play. So.
Indeed. So hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, and share. And I shall see you next week. Hopefully, I'll be working with Munch again. Also, hope you enjoyed the weekend, the Worlds, and I shall see you next time. Bye.
See you later, guys.